Hello, everyone. Today I have Nichja with BizBuySell with us. I got to tell you, BizBuySell and Nichja together helped me sell over 300 supercut salons over the past 2 years. I tried many different sites in addition to BizBuySell, and BizBuySell by itself outdid all of them together. So Nichja is going to go over just how and why they are so successful and how she can help you. We'll start off with you, Nichja. I don't want to steal your thunder on that. So give us a little background information about you. How long have you been at BizBuySell? And how does BizBuySell make themselves so successful?
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you so much for inviting me to join this summit and to be able to provide an opportunity to share my expertise in my company with all of our business buyers and sellers that are out there. It's a privilege. Thank you. So I've actually been with BizBuySell's parent company called the CoStar Group for about 15 years, and I have worked inside BizBuySell directly, specializing in the franchise opportunity side of the world for the last 5 years. And great question. What makes BizBuySell the go-to place? First, we have the largest audience of business buyers aggregated in one place online. We've got more than 3 million unique visits to our network of sites each month, and that includes BizBuySell, BizQuest, and LoopNet.com. These are the leading, commercial real estate for sale and business for sale marketplace. And in fact, our aggregation of marketplaces generates about 15 times more exposure than our nearest competitor. And about 8 out of 10 business brokers across the United States use our service to market their businesses for sale.
So without giving away any secrets, how does BizBuySell do so well connecting buyers and sellers and making that experience just a real smooth, easy one?
Great question. So it's taken a lot of work, to be honest, to become a leader in this space. We've been in business over 25 years, and we've been building a marketplace of that entrepreneurs can really count on. This leads to thousands of small business acquisitions and purchases that we have been able to facilitate. We invest heavily in digital marketing. We want to make sure that we're providing a premier exposure to our advertisers and make sure that buyers have access to the largest and most complete inventory of businesses. In fact, if you were to Google buying a business in your location, wherever that might be, pretty confident you're going to see BizBuySell or one of our network sites dominate both the organic and the paid search results. And it's really exposure that you can't get anywhere else. So being able to bring people together in one place efficiently is, the first step. And then, of course, having a great software team to make nice interaction, user interface, that's the second piece to keep it simple.
Well, other than placing ads, what other services does BizBuySell have to offer?
Yeah. So in addition to marketing established businesses, new or existing franchises, we also have a lot of resources for entrepreneurs in any stage of the game. We have about 130,000 for sale and sold business comps. We have paid valuation tools, free valuation tools you can use to kind of gauge the market, whether you're a seller or a buyer. That's important. We have a finance center where you can investigate SBA loans and 401k, opportunities to turn those over. We also have the largest directory of business brokers in the nation where you can search if you need access to someone to help you with a sale, and free digital guides that you can download to buying or selling a business, along with tons of articles in our blog to kind of help you navigate the entire process. Also, one of the really, really unique pieces that we put together my marketing team does this once a quarter, and they create something that's called the BizBuySell Insight Report. Easiest way to find that is to just Google BizBuySell Insight Report. But it aggregates reported transactions, and it helps us to track the health of the small business sector, across the board. We offer this report for free, and it provides data at national levels and local levels. There's a lot of different subcategories that you can click into. You might have seen it referenced on, CNBC, Bloomberg. We get picked up quite a bit with that, but that's a phenomenal tool for people to utilize as well.
Well, that's a lot of extra services that you offer, just besides, as most people probably think I just go on there and sell my business or go on there and
right.
the business. But that's just amazing, the extra things that come.
Oh, funny.
So as a business broker,
Thank you. We've worked hard.
Good deal. So as a business broker, the business brokers can also get out there and put themselves out on your page as well. Is this something they just go in there and sign up for?
Yeah, it's part of the program. Actually, when a broker signs up for an account with us, they choose a level of exposure to advertise themselves. So that goes for the broker directory, in addition to choosing a level of number of listings or performance level of those listings in addition to their package. So there's two components to that product, and they choose, what level they want to be exposing themselves on. Yeah, good question.
Excellent. But not just resales I've seen on BizBuySell. I've seen that you can advertise other things. What else can you do?
Yeah, that's correct. So when it comes to your basic listings, there's two sections. There's the established business for sale side of the world, which would include all your mom and pop shops, your asset sales, startups, like businesses that either are internet based or haven't been running for more than a year. You can also, of course, advertise your franchise resales there. And then the new opportunity side of the site, right on the home page, you click either business or franchise. And when you click over to the franchise side, that's all new opportunity. And we right now work with just over 360 different brands on the new opportunity side. So there's a lot of different types of opportunities to look at.
Wow, it definitely sounds like it. So I'm going to place an ad on a BizBuySell. I'm going to come up that first time selling my business, whether it be, a franchise or mom and pop shop. What do you have guidelines in there as far as what I should put on there? How am I going to do this to make it visible to people? Do you walk people through that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So first thing you're going to do if you're on the established business for sale side or an asset sale is you're going to choose the level of exposure that you want. There are three main levels of exposure, and they have some differences for how they are listed within the search results and how much information you can put on those. There are some other bells and whistles, that go along with that. The ability to reach out to a list of folks who have said, yep, I'm, looking for a business like this, please notify me. So first you'd choose a level. And once you start posting a listing, we do actually have a really nice article saying, I think the title is kind of funny. It's, why isn't my business for sale getting any leads? I think it should be top 5 things you should do to post your listing, but whatever. That's all right. And so I recommend checking that article out from our blog. And I mean, the bullet points are: keep it simple. Make sure that you're providing financial information for people to self-qualify out. People don't like to read. You are trying to generate a lead. We're not trying to sell the business right from this ad. So you want to entice them just enough to come in and leave a lead so that you, as your fantastic sales human, can go in and sell them, right? So that's important. I think on the franchise side of the world, the answers are almost exactly the same. Choose your level of exposure, make sure that you're being careful and mindful of how you're writing your ad. And, we work the best on the franchise side with mid-market and higher brands, but we will be more than happy to advertise with any brand that has 10 or more established locations that has been franchising for more than 2 years. But outside of that, any individual that you're working with when you sign up for BizBuySell, whether that be me on the franchise side or one of my counterparts on the broker side, they'll walk you through all of this. So it's easy for you to get a good understanding of the best practices. Don't have to have it memorized. We'll work with you to make sure that you're maximizing your listings.
So we're not just going on the site and just putting our or whatever information on there and thinking, okay, just got to follow these guidelines or look at these guidelines. We actually get a real person assigned to us to help us out. That's correct?
Yep, that's correct. Yep. The only time that wouldn't be the case is if you were to go online and purchase it without communicating with one of us, which you're more than welcome to do. But if you call in, you will have somebody that's assigned to you every time and that will work with you. Absolutely.
Always good to have a real person to talk to on occasion, because you never know what interesting and different questions may come up. Well, good.
One of the nice things with that too is our team is really quite tenured. I've been here 15 years, and our broker team, the average rep that's working on that team has been here like 8 years. So these people have been around for a long time and they really know what they're doing. So that's useful too.
That is, it's good to have people that know what they're doing. So when we do have those questions, they don't have to say, hold on, let me go check. They know the answer because they've been there.
Exactly.
That is great.
Exactly.
Right. So you mentioned the new franchises, they need to have been in business for at least 2 years and have at least 10 franchises on board. But after that, they can.
Yes. They have to be 10 established locations. Those can be corporate locations or they can be franchise locations, and minimum of franchising for 2 years. Yep, that's correct.
Gotcha. Okay. So as a seller, I've got a whole list of things that's available to me, how to value my business. You got the valuation thing on there. You've got a person that's going to help me out and do all that with me as well. Follow that on there.
Yep.
So as a buyer, then when I'm looking on there and I come to navigate the site, how does that work? What do you help out buyers? What's been there?
Sure. So buyers have the ability to search on BizBuySell completely for free. All of our platforms work in that way, no matter which direction you come into our network. Searching is always free. So the buyers have a couple of different ways they can go about functioning. First, you can download the How to Buy a Business and what to look for. You can start searching for businesses and sign up for, you would put your information in to the free account. You can sign up for our newsletter to be notified of new, different opportunities that are coming in. And we don't bombard you either on that. We usually do an email on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So we're not blasting you with emails all week long. Once you start figuring out as a buyer what it is that you are interested in, most people come to us somewhere between 6 and 12 months before they're actually ready to make a purchase, and they start looking around, running evaluation tools, looking at comparable deals in the area. And once you really kind of narrow that down, you'll start submitting inquiries on specific businesses, and you have the option to sign up for what is called BizBuySell Edge. Not sure the price off the top of my head, but that product allows you access to an additional way of communicating with brokers and an additional set of demographics and information. So you get to fill out what's called a buyer profile. And when you are submitting leads, the brokers are notified that you are an Edge member. And so you're a more serious lead to them. And they can see what you're really looking for, and they can target that for you. If they don't have something that is working, for your exact needs, they may know somebody who does. So they'll have that profile set up for you. And then you can go in and see the demographics in the area. And this is all information that we pull from CoStar, which is our parent company. And so this is just great detail to help you understand, what's the foot traffic in the area? What's the average household incomes in an area? A lot of things that are really important to owning a business.
That they are, yeah. You wanted to know that you're getting into a good area, and that it just everybody didn't just walk away from that area, and that's why the people are selling the business. So that's good.
Right.
Definitely a good thing to do on that. So when we were working,
Absolutely.
yeah, when we were working together, there was a few other things that you had that you offered as well. Email blasts to help sell the business. What other, can you explain more about those?
Yeah, absolutely. So outside of our standard listings that you see on the website, there are additional solutions that can help you to reach our audience of buyers. So I mentioned, people can sign up as a buyer for the newsletter. We offer once a week on Wednesdays the ability for any client to purchase access to this list and send out an email that's a full page of just your ad. That's it. So that could be an opportunity for a lender, a franchise, a resale listing, mom and pop shop, individual listings, or new opportunity. Most of my email blasts right now are being utilized for new opportunity. That's the biggest category that seems to be expanding and growing on the franchise side. But that's a fabulous piece to utilize. That books up though 2-3 months in advance. So it's something, definitely give me a call if you have a question on that one. But another option is the display ads. So on the established business for sale side of the world, well, you have your list of listings that you see when you get a search result. There's a display ad on the right, and there's a display ad that's horizontal that you can purchase. And again, the content of that display ad is really up to you and what you need. So if you have a resale location or a specific listing, say over a couple $100,000 that you want to get more traffic to, or a franchise, or I think I have a gentleman doing laundromat lending. So, there's a lot of different opportunities, and I have brokers in New Jersey in particular that have just their face and phone number. Hey, if you're looking to sell a business, come contact me. So there's a lot of different ways that you can utilize those tools. And those are the two biggest tools outside of the main listings on the site that people can take advantage of.
Fantastic. So it's not just buyers and sellers. Now you've got a lender out there as well. So if you need a good lending person, or if you're a lending person and just want to generate some leads, you can do that as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Are there any other features that we haven't gone over that I may not be aware of?
Not that I can think of. I mean, there are some detailed and nuanced pieces that I would get into if I was building a full campaign. There's display ads on the homepage. There's, a couple of other products for lenders that we can look at. But generally for your I don't want to say average, but for your most common buyers and sellers and brokers and franchisers, that's most of what I have available to help you connect and get deals done faster.
Well, that's a lot considering some of the other sites that I've looked at that didn't quite have as much as that. You've got everything from figuring out the location's good or not good, whether or not that business sector, how that one's doing or not, how to value your business, and how to display and sell it. So you've got everything covered, it sounds like.
We're trying. We like to make sure that we're engaged with both the buyers and the sellers for as long as possible and help them to be, as successful as they can.
Well, you definitely work for me. I can tell you that. And the people that I work with over at the FCC use them quite a bit and always had great success with BizBuySell. One of our best and favorite lead sources of all is working with folks at BizBuySell.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm so pleased we were able to do that for you.
And I got to tell you, the customer service, from my standpoint, Nichja and I worked together for a few years on that. She turned me over to another gentleman. He is really good as well. Like Nichja said, very knowledgeable, knows what he's doing, comes up with good ideas for me all the time. So if anybody's looking to buy or sell, BizBuySell is it. Good. Anything else that you'd like to add before we let you go for the day, Nichja?
No, just thanks again for the opportunity to communicate with your buyers on this summit, to get the word out a little bit more about BizBuySell and what we can do to help buyers and sellers. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. BizBuySell.com. Any other ways to contact you, or should they just go to BizBuySell.com?
You can contact me directly. I would be more than happy to work with you on any campaign, and I will spell out my email real quick. It is N like Nancy, YEA Yeaman at BizBuySell.com. You can see that spelling up on my background here. Again, that's Nyeaman at BizBuySell.com.
Nichja, thank you very much for your time today. And I do recommend BizBuySell for anybody that is buying or selling a business. Always go there first.